Welcome to Imperium, Civitas. The year is 2123 and the formerly used to be Topeka, Kansas. Our population is 290,000 and our tax rate's at 26%, but all of our citizens get free health care. Our winters are very cold, being in the 30s, while our summers are warm, being in the 70s and 80s, and our city is prime.
Our cultural opportunities are diverse, including churches, holidays, festivals, gatherings, music concerts, and our vertical farms and gardens. The journey to becoming a futuristic city took dedication and hard work from me. But what is prime?
Here comes our mayor. Let's have him explain it.
Imperium Civitas is prime, powerful, resilient, innovative, modern, and eco-friendly. The powerful stands for the 2 to 3 catastrophic tornadoes we have per year due to the fact we are in the middle of the tornado alley, and tornadoes pose a realistic threat to our city because in the past, horrific windstorms and floods have destroyed Topeka.
These storms knock down power lines, pull roof off houses, and left people stranded without food and water. These storms come with almost no warning and are often accompanied by flash flooding.
The short-term effects of these storms are displaced citizens, power outages, and water main breaks. The long-term effects are that larger buildings, such as offices and hospitals, can be destroyed or damaged.
To have service to citizens, houses in our city are different from traditional houses. Our foundations are not at ground level, rather they are placed underground.
In the event of a storm, hydraulic levers pull entire houses underground into watertight shelters to protect them from storms. This type of housing is efficient because normal houses can be torn down by a tornado, leading to large cleanup and rebuilding projects. These houses can quickly move from above ground to underground.
Our city's power grid is a solar array. This is the RN resilient because all of our wires are underground.
Electrical engineers developed this system by converting direct current to alternating current using microinverters. System engineers make sure our microinverters work, underground transmission lines and storage batteries are operational whenever needed. System engineers get alert of changes on their mobile devices.
We have addressed resiliency in other ways besides our grid. Each house has solar panels that produce direct current. There are microinverters in the back of each solar panel to convert that direct current into alternate current. Additionally, resiliency is added by embedding our roads with piezoelectric ceramics.
This technology, developed by ceramic engineers, allows whenever cars run on roads to create energy and goes to a backup battery system from each house.
The worst case scenario for our power restoration is that after a tornado, the solar panels stop functioning and we run out of piezoelectric energy, causing people to run out of power and be stuck underground. However, there is a backup energy system that can maintain power for a full week, giving cleanup crews enough time to clear debris.
Additionally, there is a escape latch on each house in case the hydraulic system lever fails. The best case scenario is that our systems work as intended and people can smoothly return from underground to their daily lives with effective power.
Our city is innovative because to prevent the intense flooding previously caused by severe storms, the roads are made out of permeable concrete that absorb rainwater. This special type of no-fines concrete was designed by civil engineers and is composed of crushed granite packed together instead of sand-based concrete.
This granite is packed loosely enough to allow water to flow through it, but packed firmly enough to allow cars to run on it.
We have vertical gardens and farms throughout our city for agriculture and entertainment. These keeps our city natural and gives citizens a place to relax and enjoy time with their family and friends. They also allow more room for houses to be built because they are built vertically instead of on the ground.
There is a possible chance these can be destroyed in a tornado, but they were designed with strong foundations to prevent them from falling over or being destroyed. There are cables that support the structure and wind block walls to prevent against wind damage.
Risks in the city are that some systems have a possibility of failing, such as the concrete, house hydraulic system, and solar panels. Our concrete could become clogged, not able to absorb water, causing flooding. The hydraulic levers that move our houses into and out of the ground could be unsuccessful, leaving our houses exposed to storm damage.
After a storm, there could be rubble stock on top of roofs, leaving citizens trapped. This is why we always have a fast acting repair team always on hand.
Our new city is great for citizens because it keeps them safe from natural disasters that would normally leave them homeless. Our city also runs on purely renewable energy, saving the environment that was once being destroyed.
Some of the benefits to our citizens is that if the power goes out, they don't have to wait for an entire grid to be repaired. They just have to wait for their simple backup system to work.
Another trade-off is that our citizens get free health care, but at the expense of high tax rates. Our citizens are happy because they are living in an economical, advanced culture. They are protected from vicious storms that used to wipe out entire cities.
Image for the modern types of engineering important to our city. The types of engineering important to our city are ceramics, electrical, civil materials, systems, and mechanical. Ceramic engineers will help us get piezoelectrics in the street functioning sufficiently and smoothly. Systems engineers will help make sure that our microinverters work, the batteries in the house are ready whenever we need them, and make sure we are getting power to the entire town.
Electrical engineers help design the solar array, while materials and civil engineers help design the permeable concrete, and mechanical engineers help design the hydraulic levers that allow the house to go above and underground.
We control pollution by using solar panels and piezoelectric ceramics instead of using fossil fuels for electricity. Because of gun violence in the early 2000s, our police forces are tasked with highly powerful tranquilizers to protect our citizens.
Each of our emergency services shares the lane on the road so they can reach their destination faster. As for education, every student has a VR headset at their house so they can go anywhere in the world for educational purposes.
A science class talking about astronomy could travel into space and observe the planets without leaving the comfort of their house. We as a community think it's important to focus on education. Our students are the future of this world.
Our city is eco-friendly because of our futuristic elements for renewable energy for an entire city, our water-absorbing concrete that reuses rainwater for homes, and having all electrical cars, having virtual realities for schools and vertical gardens and farms.
That's how Imperium Civitas is prime.
Powerful,
Powerful,
resilient,
resilient, innovative, modern, and
eco-friendly.
eco-friendly.
Can I start with a question about your hydraulic lever system?
Yes.
So is it like someone presses the lever for the whole town and everyone's houses go? Or is it like each person controls their own?
It's an automatic system, but if something were to happen to the system, they can do it by themselves. Just in case if something were to happen.
So if someone is like, accidentally out of the grocery store when everyone's house is going dirty, they can go back and get into their houses.
Probably, yeah.
So you mentioned, in your essay, you mentioned flooding is also an issue. What happens if, when the house is underground, flooding strikes?
We have concrete.
That's what the permeable concrete is for, so it'll control it as much as we can. And then it'll go to a filtration center and sent back out to the ecosystem as purified water.
Okay.
Also the seals which the houses go down when they're underground are watertight sealed.
What types of jobs do people have in your cities?
Well, there's mostly engineering jobs, but there's also commercial jobs for our citizens.
And there's farmers are welcome because of the vertical farms we have.
How does having the vertical farms and buildings play into with the tornadoes? Where do those go?
Because those verticals also can be like inside a building with sunlight on the top with like an open window. So in case of a tornado, it can't just come in and just bring all our crops and soil.
You mentioned that a lot of your power comes from a field of solar panels. Are those also designed to, I guess, move underground or be protected against a tornado if they come through?
Yeah, just in case if it were to damage them, it would lose power.
We also have like powerful wind shields in the solar panels, and if they do get destroyed, we have piezoelectric energy. So if like cars go on the roads, they put pressure on the piezoelectric energy. It's stored in case our solar panels are destroyed.
Do you have any idea about how much energy you expect to produce with piezoelectric roads?
It's about 30% of our total energy, just because a lot of transportation's public and on buses and all that.
How does the piezoelectric energy combine with the permeable concrete?
It goes, we had a long conversation about this and how it goes. We have the concrete right here, and then we have piezoelectric disc, and we have to waterproof them. And then it would go to a piping system, and then it would go to the filtration center. So it would be the actual concrete, then the piezoelectrics, and then the water would flow through the piezoelectrics into the piping.
These like represent our piping. They're below the piezoelectrics that are below the roads.
So they would create like, they would have holes in, like it would be a totally covered surface.
You have them waterproof so that there's no mixing between the electrical source that you're producing, the energy you're producing, and the water, since those
Yeah.
sources send them out.
And we also
Yeah.
don't want the water to damage our piezoelectrics.
You said that your city can store energy for up to 10 days. How is it storing the energy?
We have
We
batteries.
have batteries on the back of the houses.
Does every house have a battery?
Yeah, and every house is here has solar panels right here.
Do your commercial buildings also have backup batteries?
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're a bit bigger just because they need more power to stay up and running.
Yeah.
What type of people live in your city?
All
Age-wise?
people live in our city. People are really attracted to the city because we have like zoos and stuff, so people love to just come and see the
Yeah,
city.
we also have a culturally diverse culture, so like people of all over come around, like view our houses going up and down.
Yeah.
Who maintains like all the battery systems and solar panels on all
Yeah.
the individual houses?
We have like repair crews and engineers that can,
Engineers.
yeah, engineer.
Electrical engineers and systems engineers mainly.
Is that covered by like the residents or the town?
It's covered by the town, just because
Because of-
it's,
Because the high tax rate, we have like a lot of money generated to like store it in case of something happens, so we can just go and fix it in case of an emergency.
Is that a progressive tax rate? Whereas if you make more money, you're taxed at a higher rate? Or is that just everyone pays 26%?
Everyone pays
Everyone pays
26%. They get free healthcare, so if you did something like cancel that out, that would be high tax rates.
And you said your engineers are residents of the city, do they get, a break on that, or, because I know really during the tornadoes, they're gonna have to be out and about, and kind of putting themselves in danger.
No, they can go in their houses, but we have like one of these commercial buildings, we have like repair crews stored in there, so in case something happens to the houses, they can get there quickly, like clear the debris with electricity, because we have the piezoelectric as backup.
So what drives your city's economy?
both commercial and industrial, but mainly industrial because of the amount of engineers that we have in our city.
And we have a lot of crops growing in out because of our vertical gardens, and we are in Kansas, which is like a major crop state.
Does the vertical gardens require less people to like farm the same, like more?
It's more in a confined area, so you don't have to worry about marketing like an acre at a time. You just have to worry about like your own area. So it'll probably take less people.
Can you just produce enough food for your city?
Yeah, and
We
now
can
have-
we also export some of it out just
Yeah.
because we have many vertical gardens in the city. So
And exporting crops is one of the things that drives our economy too.
Can you guys talk a little about your engineering design process when coming up with this design and kind of other ideas you went through or how you settled on these final?
Well, we were discussing between floods and tornadoes, because our original idea was to flood, then we kind of wanted to do tornado. But then we decided, because whenever there's a tornado, there's like a huge storm, so we can do flash flood as well. And Ms. Kozar showed us like a video of the concrete that was actually being created like right now, and we drew inspiration from that.
One more question?
So you decided to put the houses on hydraulic lifts, but the bigger buildings, you said that you would just build strong enough so that they wouldn't be toppled by tornadoes.
Yeah.
So why not just build all the building? Is it more cost effective to install the hydraulic lifts?
yeah, that's the reason that we did
Because the
that.
houses are a lot smaller, they're not like as much fortified, and since our citizens are in the houses, we want to, their safety was one of our first priorities.